What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we're going to be using Shadow Zapdos in the Great League Remix Cup, another double flyer strategy that you guys can use in Go Battle League. Alright, moving into the first battle, we have Sirfetch'd on the lead versus Galvantula. Galvantula obviously doing very well against my backline. I'm going to have to stay in this matchup, and I'm going to be going for Night Slashes right here, fishing for that boost, but thankfully it still does some nice neutral damage. So the first Night Slash, it does land, which is huge. No boost for me, but I'm going to go ahead and give up a shield right here and commit to trying to take out this Galvantula before it can get to my flyer. So they do throw the lunge, so we are debuffed, unfortunately, but I will be able to get to this next Night Slash in time. If this gets a shield, so be it. I will farm down, but if not, we take switch advantage, which is great for me. And I'm going to look to swap into Zapdos most likely and save the Sirfetch'd. So that's exactly what I do. We do have a Whiscash come in, which is unfortunate, as it'll have to throw Blizzard in order to one-shot my Zapdos, but at least I kept my Sirfetch'd on the back line just in case there are tanks in the back that we may see, maybe a Registeel. So we're going to go ahead and go for double Dropek right here. This is what's great about Shadow Zapdos with the legacy fast move of Thundershock. You can get to charge moves extremely quickly and force a shield like we just did. So we're going to go ahead and no-shield this. It is going to be the Blizzard. Boom! Zapdos goes down, which is unfortunate, but that's exactly what I needed them to do. We're going to go ahead and come in with the Sirfetch'd and load up on energy. Again, I'm reading that maybe there is another tank in the back. I'm going to guess Registeel. That's just the bread and butter tank that is in the back, but in fact, it's going to be a Ferrothorn instead. So we're going to go ahead and go for Night Slash right here to do as much neutral damage as we can. They decided no shield, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for another one just to force that final shield, and then Knockdown should be able to close this one out. Now, Ferrothorn does have access to Thunder as a charge move. Will this one have Thunder? I don't know, but if it does, we can still survive. Knockdown is a very tanky Pokemon, as you guys are going to see. The Thunder does land, but we are able to survive it and get to the Sky Attack in time. This is looking to be a good game, very well played, as Whiscash will have to land a Blizzard in order to take out my Knockdown, and it's not going to be able to do that in time, so that is going to be a good game, and they decide to surrender right there. All right, moving into the next battle, we have Sirfetch'd on the lead versus Diggersby. Okay, so very positive matchup right here for us. Counter and Leaf Blade looking very strong right here. So we're just going to go ahead, load up on energy, and go for the Leaf Blade right away. I really want to put pressure on shields. Again, with a backline of Knockdown and especially Shadow Zapdos, that's a lot of hard-hitting charge moves back there. Now, we do force a shield, and we do see a Pelipper swap in, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Zapdos right away, and we will shield this first Weather Ball. I want to try my best to load up on energy. That way I come out of here with even shields, 1-to-1, and we go for the Dropek to take out the Pelipper, but before it can get to another Weather Ball. That way we can still do some nice neutral damage versus the Diggersby that is likely going to come in. So they do let the Pelipper go down, which is fine. We do see the Diggersby come in. We're going to go ahead and go for a Dropex. This is what's great about Shadow Zapdos in this meta. It can hit for a lot of neutral damage against some of the most common tanks that you will be seeing. Now, they have to throw a Fire Punch right here, but it's not going to be enough to take me out. That is what's so cool about Zapdos, is it's going to be able to survive the Fire Punch, and it's going to force them to throw their second charge move right here right away before I can get to a Dropex. So Zapdos is going to go ahead and go down. We're going to come in with the Sirfetch'd right here, and we do see them swap into a Fortress, so this is going to be a good game. I bank myself a Leaf Blade just in case I need it in the back against the Diggersby, and then we're going to come in with Knockdown right here and go for a Sky Attack. Now, Fortress does have access to Rock Tomb, which will do super effective damage, but again, just going to go show the bulk that Knockdown has. You do not need to fear a Rock Tomb, especially with this much health on your side, so we're going to go ahead and no-shield it, and they went for the bait with Mirror Shot right there, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Sky Attack now to take out, actually this is going to be forcing the shield to take out the Fortress, so we do get the shield. So now Sirfetch'd can easily sweep, right? I could counter down if a Rock Tomb was in fact going to take me out right here, which it is a Rock Tomb, but it's not going to be enough to take me out. I would be able to counter down with Sirfetch'd and then throw a charge move versus Diggersby. In this case, I'm throwing the charge move here versus Diggersby, which is going to be the Night Slash, trying to fish for the boost, and then I'm going to counter down Fortress, but they decide to surrender. So that is going to be a good battle, very well played. Right, moving to the next one, we got Sirfetch'd versus Swalot. So this is a very interesting lead matchup because Swalot has access to some really cool charge moves. Sludge Bomb and Ice Beam is likely going to be the combination they do have. So in this case, I want to stay in with Sirfetch'd and just try to fish for a boost. I know with Infestation as a fast move, which is what Swalot has right here, it can get to charge moves pretty quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and shield the Sludge Bomb. But I know they are probably wanting to take shield advantage right here and let me have switch, which I'm going to go ahead and just try to fish for Night/Boost, and we get the boost. This is what's so good. I'm going to go ahead and double shield Sirfetch'd right here. Even though they did take 2 shields, I'm going to have so much energy and a boosted Sirfetch'd that they may not have the best answer in the back. So let's see what they decide to come in with. It's going to be a Alolan Marowak. That is not the best answer right here because Night Slash does super effective damage, and I've already shown that I've had it. So that will force a shield. I'm going to go ahead and swap into Zapdos now because I can get to the Dropek very quickly. We're going to go ahead and throw that as quickly as possible. Now, Alolan Marowak, obviously the GOAT, a very strong Pokemon in this meta, but they decided to no-shield that right there. In order to take out my Zapdos, they're going to have to throw a charge move, but they don't throw it in time because Zapdos can get to charge moves extremely quickly with that legacy fast move of Thunder Shock. So we do force 2 shields right there, and they decide to swap out into Diggersby, which again, you guys have seen this matchup before. In order to take me out, they have to throw a Fire Punch, and by that time, I'm already going to be able to land charge moves, but thankfully, we do have an extremely hard wall to Alolan Marowak in the back with Noctowl, which is very nice. The flying normal typing does very well against Alolan Marowak. And as you guys can see, we're going to go ahead and swap and just counter down or force the energy now. So Diggersby right here is going to have to throw an Earthquake in order to take me out, which they do. Boom! I go down, but that is okay. I can come in with Noctowl, farm down, and that's going to be a good game. Alolan Marowak, even if it did have Fire Blast, it would not be enough damage to take me out. So good game, very well played. Alright, moving into the next one, we have Sirfetch'd on the lead versus Sirfetch'd mirror fight. So what I'm going to do right here is actually going to go ahead and swap into Zapdos right away. Yes, it is a mirror fight, but my whole point of this double flyer line is to draw out the hardest counter to a flyer with Zapdos, force myself shield advantage, and then let Noctowl Sirfetch'd sweep. And they decide to stay in, which is fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and give up a shield right here because obviously maybe they're weak in the back to Zapdos. And we're going to go ahead and go for double Dropek, but they make a beautiful swap into Registeel. So this is exactly what Zapdos can do well against, as you guys are going to see right here. Registeel, in order to take out a Zapdos, especially in the ones, is going to have to land a Zap Cannon or Focus Blast. Focus Blast, even though it is resisted, will do enough damage at this health. But they have to land it, and they no-shielded the Thunderbolt. I can fully farm down right here. I'm going to go ahead and give up a shield. I just landed a Dropek and a Thunderbolt, so we're going to go ahead and shield the Focus Blast, and then farm down with Thundershock and just have loaded energy and take switch advantage. Now, I make a mistake right here, and don't click on Dropek right away because I forgot that Sirfetch'd did have a charge move loaded, so you're going to see that they actually throw the charge move right here. So that's a mistake on my end. I should have been clicking Dropek right away to force that shield. Now, I can come in with Noctowl right here and load up on energy. They decide to swap into Empoleon, so I'm going to go ahead and come in with Sirfetch'd and go for this Night Slash right here to force a shield, and again, fishing for the boost. Now, Empoleon is going to have to dance this very carefully because they're going to have to throw the charge move, which is going to be a Dropek, to take me out. But if they throw it right away like they did, they won't have enough energy to take out my Noctowl in time because I will be able to get to a Sky Attack. Even though this is resisted, it should do enough damage right here. So had I gotten the shield with Dropek from Sirfetch'd with my Zapdos, this would have been a completely smoother endgame for me, but we're still looking very good right here as they're going to go ahead and throw the charge move. This is Brave Bird, so be it, but I don't think it's going to be. It's just going to be a Night Slash, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. They did get the boost right there at the end, but unfortunately for them, I do have a Sky Attack and will be able to take out Sirfetch'd. That's going to be a good battle. Very well played. This team is extremely dominant and a ton of fun to use. All right, we have Sirfetch'd versus Lapras. Again, a very good lead right here, so we're going to go ahead and stay in and see how they decide to adjust. They decide to swap out now into Muck, so we're going to go ahead and come in with Zapdos right here and just go for, well, hopefully we can one-shot with Thunderbolt, but we're going to have to shield, and they decide to throw throw Acid Spray, which is very unfortunate for me. This is a Snarl Muck, so we're just going to go ahead and go for Dropex now. We got to take advantage of the energy right here and try to force a shield. So we do get a shield right there. And now I will have to give up a second shield. I do want to maintain switch advantage in this situation, considering Lapras still has a lot of health left. And you guys are going to see how I play that out here shortly. But we're going to go ahead and go for another Dropack, trying to force that final shield from the opponent if we can. We do get it. So we're going to go ahead and go for another one because I think this might just do enough damage right here. So let's see if it does. Dropack coming through for neutral. Yeah, it's going to be enough. Beautiful. So we are going to see Lapras come in, but I'm going to swap right away. Reason being, all shields are down. Leaf Blade does super effective damage, and if I can chunk this health right here, which I do, that is critical for knocked out in the back. And we do see the Pancake come in, Stunfisk right here, which I will be able to get to another Leaf Blade too. So this is still going to be a close game. I have 2 counters for Flyers on their side, but I do have a lot of health on Knocked Out, and Mud Bomb is not going to be enough to take me out, so they're going to have to throw another charge move. And as you guys are seeing, this is looking very good for me. I did an incredible amount of damage right there with Surfetch. Leaf Blade on the Lapras, Leaf Blade encounters here on the Stunfisk. So what we're going to come in with is going to be Zapdos. I'm going to try to farm down as best I can, but I don't actually think I can farm down right here. That is super unfortunate. I was hoping to boom the Lapras in the back, but that is still okay. Knocked Out, again, going to show just how tanky it is. We're going to come in and farm down with Wing Attack. And then again, the Lapras is low, which I planned for, which is why I swapped into Surfetch to throw the Leaf Blade to chunk that health, because I had a feeling that this would come into play here. So we're going to go ahead, that Surf, perfectly fine, we tank it, and we're just going to go ahead and throw the Sky Attack to close this game out. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played to my opponent right there. So this was a really fun team. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Surfetch, Knocked Out, Shadow Zapdos. Again, a double flyer strategy like before. If you guys saw my first battle video for the Season 11, I used Whiscash, Golbat, and Mandibuzz. It's a similar strategy, but this time Surfetch, Knocked Out, and Shadow Zapdos. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.